So today I'm going to be posting my video of the Spyderco Caribbean. This is a knife that I've had for several months now. I've carried it extensively, so today you're getting my take on this knife. First things first, this has become my go-to everyday carry knife for the summer. For the summer is important because there are some things that I question about it. But this is a really, really well-designed rust-proof knife. It's the LC200N steel, and I have taken it in the ocean in salt water, didn't oil it afterwards, rinsed it off a couple hours later. The rust-proofness is absolutely exceptional. It does hold an edge better than previous rust-proof steels. I have some Spyderco salts. I have the Benchmade Griptilian H2O, which is a rust-proof steel. I can confirm that this definitely does hold an edge much better than any of those knives. Spyderco did a really, really good job on this handle. I did have to sand down the edges of these black bars. On my knife, they were kind of sharp. So it was a little uncomfortable to hold this way. Once I sanded them down, this is a great handle. It's not going anywhere. It's nice and narrow, so it carries narrow in a pocket, but it's a big knife that even people with small hands can hold comfortably. My sister has tiny hands. I have relatively large hands. They both fit comfortably. Spyderco has done an excellent job of making this a big knife that doesn't carry like a big knife. Things that I don't like about it, I like the thickness of the blade. I'm not so sure I'm okay with the thinness of the tip on this. Spyderco flat grinds are noted for that. They have very thin tips. It slices really well, but this is definitely not a hard use knife. One important feature that I really want to point out with this is they've done this finger coil and the blade right for a rescue type knife, meaning that if you're cutting a line blind and you're just kind of cutting yourself loose from something and you have to do it quickly, when you put the rope down at the very bottom here, there is nowhere for that rope to get caught on the coil of the blade. This is, pull out my Benchmade here. Don't have it, crap. So this is my Benchmade 300 SN. See that cut there, that little unsharpened part? That is a terrible, terrible thing if you're trying to cut yourself free from a line quickly, because the line can actually get caught there and you can be yanking and yanking and yanking on that and not cutting yourself loose from whatever it is that you're trying to get free from. This is the right way to do this, and Spyderco has done an excellent job of that. I feel like that's worth noting. You'll see I have the deep carry clip on here, same as other Spydercos. I don't dislike the other clip, I just wanted a deep carry clip on here. Now initially I did have trouble with this knife coming open in my pocket when I was running. I did deepen the detent hole a little bit on this so that it doesn't do that anymore, but if you're going to be, running very active with this knife, that is a concern. In its stock form, it can pop open a little too easily. You can see the detent's a lot tougher now, so that if I tap on it this way, it doesn't come open, anymore like it used to. If I shake it, it's fine. I'm going to pause the video now, or I'm going to actually upload a different video on the disassembly of this knife. The only thing I really don't like, I'll show you why I don't like a couple things about this knife on the disassembly video. I'm not a huge fan of this compression lock because it is a weaker lock. There's a Blade HQ video where they actually test one of these to failure, and it's not very strong. The other thing is the anatomy of the compression lock necessitates that you have an internal stop pin on this knife. This one is made better than most because they don't drill all the way through the blade. They only go halfway through the blade. So this is a stronger internal stop pin than most blades. But I'm still not the hugest fan of that. But ergonomics, they absolutely nailed this. Rescue knife, safety knife design, it's wonderful. Like I said, my favorite everyday carry in the summertime when it's hot outside and I have to go near water or anything like that. This is generally the knife in my pocket.